Reviews here, and today we're going to do a quick overview of this brand new 2018 Ford F150 XLT. So again, this isn't my vehicle. This vehicle actually belongs to my relative of mine. Actually, let me make sure the mic's on. Yeah, the mic's on. So you guys saw a little bit of this truck when I was shooting some of the B-roll, and I'm hoping you guys liked what you saw on the outside. Again, this is the XLT trim of the F150, so that means it comes with 20-inch alloy wheels with the Wrangler Goodyear tires. These are pretty good off-roading tires from what I hear. Something to know about the XLT trims are that this truck specifically does not have a leather interior. This truck does come with a 5.0 engine, which is the Coyote from what I was told, 5.0. So some of these F-150s have the EcoBoost engines, which I know Ford is definitely trying to push nowadays, but if you're into old school muscle when it comes to trucks, you're going to want the V8, of course. Now, although the EcoBoost probably has better gas mileage, and I think it has a little more horsepower, this V8 still packs about 395 horsepower with probably a little more than 400 pounds-feet of torque. Maybe not, I don't know. Correct me on that if I'm wrong. So let's just go on the inside really quick, guys, before the sun goes down, because the sun is getting a little dark in here, and I might actually turn the camera around so that you guys can see what's going on here. So as soon as you open the door, you can see that this interior is a grayish interior. On the door, has an interesting opening. You just kind of flip the tab open. Has 4 window controls, of course the window or the mirror unit also as well. Has power mirrors, of course, so you know if you're trying to adjust it on both sides, from that side to that side, you'll be able to do that. Has heated mirrors as well, just in case you're in an area that freezes a lot. So one thing I can tell you about this truck is it does have here's the key fob. Let me see if I can get that to focus. There you go. So the key fob actually has a key, but this specific trim has push button start from the remote, and it also has an infotainment system that allows you to turn on the car with a downloaded app. So if you guys are familiar with the trucks, then you'll get that going. So let's get inside. Again, it's kind of getting dark in here. As you can see here, the seats are not leather. They're just fabric seats. They feel pretty good though. They're a little hard, but when you actually sit down on them, they're actually pretty comfortable. Does have adjustable height and moving forward and backwards. I do not know if this has a memory of seats though, because some vehicles have those. This is just a quick little overview, guys, so excuse me if I miss everything. But this specific trim, I've driven it a couple times already, and I have to say I am impressed. Okay, let me see if I can turn on a few of these dome lights. That way you can get a little more light in here. But if I were to actually close the door, it's gonna have a solid sound. So the gauges are beautiful, by the way. I'm actually gonna turn this truck on just cause it's getting a little hot in here. Okay. But as you can see here, its little infotainment system has a lot of gauges on top there. You have your oil temperature gauge, your gas, which is just your normal, obviously. This truck says it can go up to 120 miles an hour, but again, it's 395 horsepower. I've driven this a couple of times, and believe me, this thing packs a punch. That 395 horsepower, when you have this in sport mode, oh man, this thing drags. And the cool part about it is it does have different drive modes. Let me see if I can zoom in there just a little bit. But again, you just have your normal mode, you have tow haul mode, you have snowy wet mode, you have eco mode, which is going to probably save you maybe a few more miles to the gallon, and then you have your sport modes. So after you turn it off, it goes back to normal mode, obviously. This truck does have a good sound. Let me see if I can rev it. So the exhaust, and that's something I haven't really showed you guys, just because it's not overwhelming, but you can definitely hear it when you're on the road and you're giving it gas. Of course, you have all these little basic controls on the steering wheel. You can change the volume on your center dash. It has voice commands you can call out. Has your typical you know, cruise control features, and you know, of course the infotainment system is pretty awesome. If you look at this like this, it's gonna give you, it has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay installed on this system. I want to say it's about an 8-inch touchscreen. It's pretty responsive. I haven't had an issue there, like you can see here. You know, has phone, sound, clock. I don't have this set up with mine because again, this isn't my vehicle. But again, you know, the system works, plays XM Sirius satellite radio, and it just works good in general. It doesn't have automatic climate control, but you know, that's okay. You know, you don't really need it in a truck, and if it does, oh well. But you know, the cool thing about this truck is, I didn't even show you guys the back seat over here, but the back seat actually has, you know, if I can even get back there, it has AC vents for the back, so, and that's why it has this huge center console right underneath here. Of course, you have your decent amount of space here. Let me see if I can get this open. If I can get it open. I don't remember how he got it open. Let's see. Yeah, I might leave it closed because I don't want to mess this up. But this does open up, and there is plenty of room in here, guys. Okay, there we go. So you can see here he's got some change there, but that thing is deep, okay, by the way. See if I can zoom in there. It's got a little Ford logo on the inside. There it is. And of course, you got a few more USB connections down there. So there's that, 2 cup holders. You can push this in, which is cool, and you have again 2 USB slots down here. I really wish this had a wireless charging system, or right here, which you have another space for like your wallet and cell phone, that it had like a little wireless charging area where you can just lay your phone down. Unfortunately, this specific trim doesn't have it. I'm not too sure if the upper trims have it. Of course, you have your 4x4 features down here. Again, I'm not too familiar with the 4x4 functions, but again, if you do your research on this truck, you'll know what all these little things do. Excuse the autofocus. Over here you have, you know, your standard, you know, cigarette lighter jack with an actual power port, so you can actually plug something in if you actually have like a cell phone charger that doesn't require USB or whatever. You're gonna get that. AC works good. Cool thing about this is it has automatic windows on both sides. So let me close that down really quick for you. You can see there it's automatic down and up, and then let's see if it does that on the other side. Automatic down and automatic up. So I don't know if that pertains to all the windows. Let's find out. No, it's just the 2 front seats. I just checked the back seats, and it doesn't do it in the back. So okay, so I'm actually gonna get down, and I'm gonna go to the back now, and I'm gonna leave this part open just because. And again, this is just a quick overview, guys, of the truck. So right there is a baby seat because this belongs, that's my niece's. Let me get back here and see if I can get a little light back here also. Oh my gosh! So there's so much leg room back here, by the way. Okay, so oh, that's pretty cool. So if you press both buttons over here, let me show you. It actually dims the light, or it makes the light brighter if you have them both pressed. So that's actually helping me in here. All right, sorry there, I had to switch cameras. Unfortunately, my DSLR died, but luckily I have my iPhone 10 on me, so I can still continue to shoot. So again, down here you have, you know, your typical USB ports. You got 2 USB ports down here, and you have your actual AC vents. Unfortunately, there is no climate control in the back. Everything is controlled in the center console, which, you know, is a good thing. For most people, at least, you know, people aren't going to complain too hard about that. I'm actually going to put my DSLR over there so you guys can actually see it. This is what I was shooting with right now, and I forgot to charge my battery, so it died. But again, hopefully the iPhone 10 does this truck justice. So I'm here in the back seat, and again, I got plenty of leg room. I'm about 5'9", 5'10", and I can actually probably stretch out a little bit, you know, with no issues. You know, if you have 2 kids or 3 kids, you're gonna have no issues as far as back room goes. Unfortunately, right here though, the middle seat does not have a folding console that goes down, so there's no armrest or anything like that. But again, you do have those 2 cup holders right there, right here in the middle. So you know, you have that. But again, if you're traveling and you want a little bit more comfort, you know, right here in the middle where you know you only have 2 people. You know, I've been in vehicles where you have that armrest, and that armrest just seems like, you know, it seems something that's a little comforting for people that actually, you know, want to have that there. So again, you know, back here you have the doors that have the same kind of handles as they do in the front seat. Same old school locks, by the way. I'm really surprised that you still see these on vehicles nowadays. But again, all around on the inside, you have somewhat of a silver trim. You have the silver handles. You have another area right there where you can actually hold, you know, more cart. You know, you can put either drink, or right here in the center, you can actually put your phone or maybe like a Nintendo DS. Same thing over here on the side. So, you know, you get a lot of bang for your buck. And again, these are not leather seats. I'm actually gonna get down on this side actually. I mean, it's easier for me to get down on this side. Sun's going down already, but it's just a beautiful truck all the way around. Again, let me show you this exhaust tip. You know, it's not a performance exhaust or anything like that, but it gets the job done, and you're really gonna see it. Back here, you know, those are pretty bright lights. Has 2 LED buttons in the back. If you press this button, you get 2 LED lights that light up the entire bed. So, you know, that's a really good feature. And of course, you have that one to light up the back area also. But it's a really good feature if you're pulling or you're having to load stuff at nighttime. And, you know, it really helps out. So you guys can actually see that, you know, it's got, I don't know, are these LEDs? I'm not even too sure if these are LEDs or not. They're not. The tail lights are not LEDs, at least. These are just old school bulbs. But again, these are, you know, this is a F-150. You know, that takes me back to, you know, my dad had 20 years ago when he had his old school F-150. So I'm gonna turn off those LEDs. Cool part about it is that back window actually opens up as well. So if you're interested in something like that, you can do that. It's just a beautiful truck all the way around. Let me close the back door. Actually, let me press that button really quick before I end up leaving the light on. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going back and forth, and I don't have a tripod right now, by the way. I'm just literally holding my phone, guys. So excuse that. Let me see if I can get the hood popped really quick. If I can find the button for the hood, of course. Here it is. All right, so I can just kind of give you guys a peek of the engine before I end this video. So I can find the little switch here. What did I just knock down? I just knocked something down. Okay. Alright, so I finally got this up. And as you can see here, I have to turn on the light. It's the V8 5.0 liter. Really good engine. It's about 19 miles down on the highway, and probably like 16 miles in the city. This engine just is a really good engine. You can see here, this portion right here actually intakes air to the air filter. So, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna sit back. I gotta figure out what this little piece is, unfortunately, that I knocked off. But I'm gonna be ending the video here, of course. Just, you know, hopefully you guys like the video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. Again, this is just a quick overview. I might do a little on-road video just to show you guys, you know, what this you know, performs like on the road. But again, guys, this is Mike from BTR Budget Tech Review signing off. Again, if you like this video, please subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.